Alright, we want to look at the second question under G.C.E Mathematics paper for 2023. Now, you have this question as one of the questions that was asked. Factorize. Sometimes they might not tell you factorize, they can just use the word simplify. Telling you factorize, they're already giving you clue or expo. Factorize 2x squared plus x minus 3 equal to 0. Okay? Yeah. Even if it is not equal to 0, it's still the same pattern. But normally, it is equal to 0. This equality sign is what makes it an equation. Now, the highest power is what makes it, what kind of an equation is it? Is it linear equation? Is it quadratic equation? Is it polynomial equation? But because the highest power of the unknown is 2, that is quadratic. So this is quadratic equation. Now, solution. We have 2x squared plus x minus 3 is equals to 0. So when factorizing, I'll teach you a simple method. Okay? To factorize, you need to know what is your sum. That is the short form of summation. Summation means addition. Then you need to know what is your product. Product means multiplication. Product is got when two or more numbers are being multiplied together, or when two or more letters are being multiplied together, or when letters and numbers are multiplied together. The result is product. Now, my sum, I need to know what is my sum. That's the sum is the middle one. So what is the middle one? X. So you look at the sign attached to it is positive, so it's plus x. That is x. So now you need to know your product. Your product is the first one multiplied by the third one. Okay, that is to say minus 3, negative 3 times 2x squared will give me negative 6x squared. Okay, so I haven't done this. You need to know what your factors are. What are your factors? You ask yourself that question. Factors are, so from your sum and your product you get your factors, meaning that your factors are dependent on your sum and your product. Now, how does it go? You ask yourself, what are the two numbers when you come to sum? You're talking of addition. So what are the two numbers that when you add them together, it will give you this result? And that same two numbers, when you multiply them together, it will give you this result. Product means multiplication. So this is now where you rack your brain, but it's very simple to determine. Of course, you already know that plus 3x and minus 2x will give you this result. Look at it. 3x, no, we are talking about summation. Summation means addition. So 3x plus negative 2x, what is the result? Plus x. Then 3x times negative 2x will give us negative 6x squared. Okay? So I haven't done that. You now go back. Once you have gotten your factors, you go back to your initial equation and substitute them in place of your middle number. You know your middle number is your sum. Even these factors we got is still your sum, because 3x plus minus 2x will give you x. So you now remove this x and substitute it in place of this. Okay? Very simple. Now I have 2x squared. This is 2x squared. Instead of me saying plus x, my plus x is already as good as these factors, which is 3s and negative 2s. I can decide to bring any of them first. I can decide to bring plus 3s first, or I can even decide to bring this one first. But because there is 2 here, let me bring this one first. I have minus 2x, and then what do I have here? Plus 3x. Then you now write your final number here, which is minus 3 is equal to 0. It's as simple as that. So once you have successfully done this, you bracket them one after the other in order to be able to factorize. So looking at these two brackets, you ask yourself, what is common between this and this? What is common? You can see x here, you can see x here. There is x here, there is x here. You can see 2 here, there is also 2. So which means that 2x is common. We bring it out. 2x. Now 2x divide this. This is 2x squared. 2x squared means 2x squared means 2 times x. Okay. Now divided by 2x, which is 2 times x. Now you find out that 2 will cancel 2, x will cancel x, we are left with 1x. So for this one now, when 2x squared divided by 2x, it will give you x. We come to this side, which is minus 2x divided by 2x. When same number divide themselves, the answer is 1. So you have minus 1. So you come here now, you ask yourself, what is common here? What can you find here and find here? It is 3 that is common. You can see 3 here, you can see 3, so you bring it out. Mind you, there's plus here, so it becomes plus 3. Now, the same process we did here, we repeat it. You know, we use this to divide this. After that, we still use this to divide this. So the same thing, we use this 3 to divide 3x. 3 divide 3x, to cancel 3, you are left with x minus. Now, 3 divided by 3, what will you have? 1. So it's equals to 0. So after you have done that, mind you, when you factorize, the two answers you have inside the bracket must be the same. If it's not the same, you are wrong. In some situations, students might get minus 1 here, then they will now come here and get confused and come and write x plus 1. That is wrong. If it is going to be plus, the 2 must be plus. If it's going to be negative, that is to say, if it is going for negative, the 2 must be negative. If it is going for positive, the 2 must be positive. So we can see the answer is actually negative. So now, since the 2 thing inside the bracket is the same, so you pick 1, which is x minus 1. Then you now pick the ones that are outside. What are the ones outside? 2x and plus 3. 2x plus 3 is equals to 0. So once you have done this, you are good. You are good to go. So I'm gonna pick the factors. All this is what we call factors. So I pick them one after the other and equate them to 0. For the first one, you have x minus 1, which is x minus 1 is equals to 0. Or the second one now, or 2x plus 3 is equals to 0. Okay, so for here we have x minus 1 is equal to 0, meaning that x is equal to 0. This one crossing over, it is minus here, so crossing over to this side becomes plus 1. Or 2x equal to 0. This one crossing over, it is positive here, so crossing over becomes negative, minus 3. Okay, so coming here, you have x is equal to 0 plus 1 is 1, or we have 2x is equal to 0 minus 3 is minus 3. So we have x is equal to 1, or 2x is equal to negative 3. What do? We divide both sides by the quotient of s, which is 2. Okay, 2 cancel 2. We are left with x is equal to 1, or 2 has cancelled 2. We have x is equal to negative 3 over 2, which is something as negative 1.5. Okay, so we say x is equal to 1, or x is equal to negative 1.5. Okay, 1.5 is something as 3 over 2. 2 times 1, 2 plus 1, 3 over 2. So it's the same thing. Meaning that now, for this, I can call this x1, I can call this one s2. If I now do it like this, put it into bracket, s1, comma, this is x1, comma, then x2. That will now be what? What is my s1? 1, comma, what is my s2? Negative 1.5. So thank you. I hope this has been able to solve your difficulty. Thank you.